Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. As long as you are on a sim, is on your own. We strongly recommend to stay on a sim as long as needed before you start using a live account. This is a serious matter. We're gonna on the ES, and then we will cover some of those auto trade. Entry signal, scalper, TI7, auto trade, precision auto trade, all for NinjaTrader 8. And we will take one piece at a time. And for the ones just joining us, you can follow the signal here. And this is based on 1 minute. And now we're about to hit the target on the ES. And this one here, you had sell at 43.38.75, target 43.34.50, 14 ticks into the profit based on one contract. There is not much on it. The Nasdaq is 217 ticks based on one contract, YM, and all this. No sound, okay? Well, I have a sound. How is the sound right now? Is it okay? Let's see. How is the sound right now? Seems like we have a sound problem. Okay, then I don't know what happened, but it was some kind of problem with the sound. And please read the, I don't know, read the disclaimer at the beginning of this video. And we will continue to analyze what's going on in the market. We are about to close the CL on that trade. The EL all the way to the 43.38. So be careful on the ES. We're going back as a re-entry. We're going back to the 43.38.50. We'll take the Nasdaq instead. The market is not really moving that much. Well, if this ES breaks those two support area, this means we have a problem in that trade, and the trade is gonna go the opposite direction. So on holding to the support, and it was holding to the double support area. Let's see the area. Let's see if it's gonna hold. If this one here confirm short, then the next level is 43.28. on the ES. 43.28. Okay, that trade is done on the NASDAQ. We still have the YM and the DAX and the ES. Well, that's surprising. The ES broke this double support area. This is very surprising, but stayed for a quiet time on those level. And now we are gonna go hit to the 43.28.25. We'll see. We will have a profit taken on target one. Those are institutional. Then we will have a profit taken on target two. Those are institutional numbers. But I'm not expecting this ES to go farther than 43.28.25. The NASDAQ is going in one direction, like you see with the market analyzer, and the ES going on the opposite direction, you see, and this is the confliction between those two is causing this market to get a bit choppy, and you can see how strong the NASDAQ is. This is a lot of confliction here. The NASDAQ, if we look from the market analyzer, the NASDAQ is a very strong, and they are going on the opposite direction, and they are strong on both of sides. This is really the result. You can see, look at this wake on this NASDAQ, and it is really they are going on the opposite direction. This is a problem. I don't like him when they go on the other direction. I like him to go on both of the same direction. And today, look at this. It's unusual. The ES is strong to the trend side, to the down, and the NASDAQ is strong to the long side. And you can see this confliction here. Well, we have to measure it and wait and see. The CL is doing fine. The CL, when there is a problems like this, I always like to look at the CL, and the CL is doing fine. Man, this NASDAQ is really hammering to the long side. What is this? Be careful on the E has a double resistance here. It used to be double support. Now it's become a double resistance. And we're gonna go to target 2. Then it's finished. Okay, finished on this one. The CL. Oh boy. Really mixed market today. Okay, we're gonna stay a little bit quiet. There is not much to cover. I'm sure the Nasdaq is gonna go and follow the ES. We'll see. This is amazing. The DAX has already hit 10 grand. Using 4 minutes or 5 minutes, they're almost the same. And it just hit the 10 grand right there. When the DAX wanna give money, really can give money. So we're gonna get quiet a little bit and let's see what happened in the market. But it's if you're not fast with your decision, can bite. And but when the DAX is trending, it's amazing. Yeah. But also when you gotta keep your eye on the DAX. You cannot just turn on the auto trade like the ES. You know, go to sleep, come back, and you still find yourself still on the same area, the same position. Sometimes an ES can. So the ES is a little bit slower, which I think is good for beginners or people cannot observe the market quickly. But the DAX is not an easy toy, you know. It's it can bite the DAX if you don't know what you're doing. You have to be extremely fast and keep your eyes very close on it and ready to pull the trigger or override the auto trade or do something. You always have to be 100% ready, and you cannot blink when you are auto trading DAX. That's absolutely no room for mistakes on the DAX. That will fit for Europe, yeah. Sounds about right. The ES 10-second is doing extremely well. I'm gonna break it even, and because I don't like this Nasdaq going strong to the long side, as you see from the market analyzer, this is very unusual, and the ES is going short, and that there is two ways you can start the DAX. You can start around, for you, because you are in the European area, for you probably when around maybe USA, and or when the German market open, you can start like 15-20 minutes with your auto trade. Let the first trade go away, and then you can read the market, and then you start. But for you in the morning, sir, for you in the morning, and as we see right now, 328. I was surprised not holding. Always the market hold, and it did little bit. Here you see it. It did hold for a few minutes on the double support area, and then it broke that support area. Pull them back, folks, because this is the target 2 is an institutional number, profit taking, and once you hit target 2, it is finished. Very rare, very rare. You're gonna go to target 3. The target 3, it is for the afternoon. Those are institutional numbers. Has nothing to do with the market analyzer, but on the ES can give you few milliseconds ahead of time, which is very grateful when you are auto trading, because that DAX can bite if you're not paying attention to it. There we go. Wow, amazing. Now we hit 11,000 on the DAX. Wow. Immediately, you can see it here. There is a double support area and the target 2 institutional numbers, profit taking, and I'm not expecting the ES to go further down, but you can see immediately how the ES, on the ES, you can early predict the DAX from the ES. Wow, the market is really strong. Given in, this is the re-entry on the Nasdaq. If you are taking a manual, once the Nasdaq break in that area here, once this Nasdaq, this this is the system as a re-entry right here. Once we break that re-entry, we are, and see there is a fight between a support area here on the ES, final destination for the ES now before 12. If the ES gonna go farther down to the target 3, is going now to bring the Nasdaq and finally to the proper direction as the others. This is a very interesting session today. And now on the DAX, we crossed the 12,000 euro. Is a crazy. Does not mean, guys, it's gonna do that every day. No. You're getting the wrong message. But because the market is trending, the trend, the YM, Nasdaq, ES, all of them, CL, all of them trending. Maybe we'll bring. Now we're about to go down to 13,000. You cannot blink, and you gotta keep your eye on the technical side of ES. It can give you an early prediction for the DAX, always. And here is the translation. Okay, we're about to hit the second target on the ES. On the 10-second, the CL pulling back. Chicken out of that trade. When the market want to give money, it want to give money. And when the market don't want to give money, it's not going to give money. 14,000 on the DAX. And the trailing stop, it is one amazing trade. Here, but that it is an amazing trade. We're about to hit 15,000 euro on the DAX. Wow. We just hit it. We just hit the 15,000. Whew. Okay, look, if you see how the ES going back, immediately will impact your trade on the DAX. You see, look, immediately will impact your portfolio on the DAX. Look at this, your PNL. Now we see the ES might go back down again. If we look at the technical side, this is a resistance. If we can hold below that number, that DAX is gonna go above the 15,000 euro. If the ES able to cross this double resistance and monitor the ES, if the ES holding below the 43.28, we can see the DAX even crossing the 15,000. If the ES going up, we're about to close around 13,000, 12 and a half on this one. We'll see. Oh, we're about to close. The ES is about to break that. Means the right on the DAX is finished. It's finished. Beautiful trade. Still, it's a beautiful trade. The ES go further down. If it can keep below the 43.28, that will be lovely. The CL took the first trade, the second trade, look at this. Nailed 970. Seems like the ES gonna go further down and this resistance is holding. If this resistance holding on this ES, the DAX is gonna go way above the 15,000 for today. There we go. It's dropping. So when you are auto trading the DAX and you see the ES is dropping, that means the DAX is dropping. It goes in the same direction. And this is amazing. Okay. We're going further down. You see, when we hit the target 3, it was a profit taking. There is not much left. I don't know. It's finished for the ES. There is no more short trade. It's very dangerous here. Once the market go in between those two yellow lines, that means there is no more short trade. Actually, the opposite. If you have a micro account, you can take one trade the opposite direction. It's not expensive. Again, I'm not your financial advisor. If you want to try it, you have to try it on a sim. You can take one micro account reverse here. I don't know when it's going to reverse. The trend is very strong, but it will reverse between those two lines. And once this market entered those two yellow lines, there is no more short trade. And once this market entered those two yellow line here, there is no more long trade. So this is a dead area. It's no more. And this is not overbought, oversold indicator. I don't believe in this overbought, oversold indicator. We believe in supply demand. And so that is going to drag the DAX farther down. It is one amazing trading. Now we're back on 14,000 on the DAX, and now we're gonna go up to 15,000, and we'll see where this market is taking us. Man, the market is down. And now look at this, guys. If you notice now, the sell on the Nasdaq, finally the Nasdaq give in to the same direction as the ES. You see that? Now the ES start going further down. Now the market is all going in one direction, and now the volatility is gone, and now we are going in one direction. But this is it. So now they're all in sequence. The 30-year Treasury bond should be the opposite of the ES, which it is. So now we can relax because the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones, they are in the same direction. And that 1,000 again on the DAX. And if this ES gonna go further again, that can hit, I don't know. Now we're gonna try 20,000 maybe, I don't know. Because now the Nasdaq is in sequence. Kicking in. Sam saying that DAX is a jackpot today. Yes, it is, sir. It is, Sammy. And Sam from England. And yes, sir. It's 15 to 12. And I would not be surprised because of the ES. If the ES gonna go further down, we can go easily to 20,000 on that. Nasdaq hit immediately 1840. You know, we are done for today, but the DAX is kicking, and I want to see the end of it on the DAX. I want to see the end of it. Cannot get any better than that. Let's see if this ES stay on the resistance level and the now the Nasdaq is struggling against the ES. That's fine. So what we are looking at this resistance level at 43.22.25, and if this one gonna hold, we're gonna nail probably Sam, the one from England, the nicer version, Sam. He is in England, and he has been a couple of days ago. He started want to put his head on the DAX. I guess probably grounded his teeth because he was just about to start with the DAX. Hard, and now he's probably saying, why did I start with the DAX? He did a couple days ago start putting his head in the DAX. Where are you, Sam? He knows how to auto trade. I think he committed suicide. He jumped. Started. He was about to start. The last couple days I spoke to him. And now probably he's either under the table, over the table. He's not responding anymore, or he jumped out of a balcony somewhere. I don't know. So he was with us. The market analyzer, we are about to hit 1,000 ticks. We already crossed, this is based on one contract, we already crossed 10,000 today on that. And now I'm worried about our member because he was about just to start. Sam from England, are you still alive? Respond, please. Or did he jump out of a balcony somewhere in England? He was just about to start auto trading the DAX, and he took the template. Probably he has not started today. He was about to start this week, and he made a couple comments, but now there is no response. He must left. Probably he got pissed. Not mad at us because he got pissed because maybe he didn't start it today. I don't know. We didn't do anything to him. He's happy with us. But most likely he jumped. Okay. We're about to hit 20,000 on the DAX. This is really amazing. And we already on the market analyzer. This is based on one contract. We nailed 1,000 ticks into the profit. It's an amazing day, guys. It's an amazing day. A trade 24/7, and then another day You just feel like when I take the computer and toss it out of the window. Now it gets expensive. You cannot do that anymore. It's very expensive now. So we're about to hit the 20,000 on the DAX. This is one interesting. The YM 2 minutes is finished. Target hit. Look at this, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And also you can use the smaller time frame, the 24-second, and it's gonna do a good job as well. This is the precision auto trade, and I want to see the end of this because the trades are over. It's finished. There is no more trade, guys. But I want to see where is the end of this trade. This is a new auto trade on the precision, and the customers are very pleased and happy with it. Actually, we are scared to add anything on it because sometimes you say why you want to add something is working, fine. I had on my mind to add a couple filters on it, but why? It's working without any filter very well. Friendly use, easy to handle, takes you a couple weeks to learn how to optimize it and go for it. It is an idea for a guy to start with the precision and then can upgrade himself. Once he understands the rhythm behind auto trading, he can upgrade himself to everything. But that's the 20,000 euro on the DAX. That is one crazy market. Look at this. If you look here, there is lights come out. This means there is a lot of sale orders come out and it got filled. This is here. It's giving you when people are buying or selling and getting filled. And this one here with the 6 different time frame. And there is a lot of sellers pushing the market further down. That's why it's blinking. And then which on the ES we got a reversal. We are way below the target. We are over the target actually. You gotta keep your eye on the trend exhaust in here. This is a signal, and there is a reversal here. It's telling you there is a trend exhaust in here. So this is the end of those 2 yellow lines. There is no more short trade. And Louis, I don't know. I have to look at it. I don't know why. I don't know. Refresh. Lower Ninja Trader or refresh. I don't know. I cannot help you with that right now, sir. It's the same. Yeah, refresh. Right click and refresh. I don't know. Could be you had lost. Close your Ninja Trader, restart. I don't know. You know, sometimes people lose internet connection somehow. Millisecond. I don't know. But I cannot help you right now. I'm only gonna stay on this one here until we see the end of it. I think now the trade is about to finish on the DAX. How far that by itself is gonna go, and we're not that far to close that position. Now I got on my mobile phone a breaking news from the CNBC. Maybe they are a few minutes late, but anyway, the Dow drops more than 380 points. No kidding. And the ES 500, I mean, you know, this is what we were talking about the stocks on Friday. Like I said, if you're gonna give a guy $250,000 to do shopping on the stocks, and if he did it on a Friday, today his 250,000 is 200, and probably he's gonna get stuck with down 50. In the meantime, if he has done shopping for 250 to the Friday session, the recording Friday, and we were talking about stocks and Forex, Bitcoin, and all this. And that's why we said on a Friday, if you are a trading stock and you bought on Friday today, you are very much down on all your stocks. And if you are on 250,000, why when you are trading the stock you cannot put all your, and the last portfolio we have built, I'm still building it, and I've been working on the same portfolio for almost 3 months, and the portfolio is not set yet. You know, you don't go and do shopping in one day and throw 250,000 on the stocks. You build it, and it takes time to build it, and then you have to reserve money to back up. For every 100 stock you have to reserve money for another 100, because stocks don't move. Maybe once in a while you have a stock hit the jackpot and move a lot in one day, but normally it is like you go to sleep there 50,000 or 100,000. That's prove my point here. If you on Friday, that if you know how to play between DAX and ES, $50,000 today, and let's say he short out stocks, okay, and he came in the right direction, the right timing, and he starts shorting out. He spot the ES is on the other side of direction, and he short out $250,000 in stocks. He will not get up to the future is very fast, and you can toggle that market day by day. One day you might make 20,000 on the DAX, and the other day maybe you may make a banana. You're not gonna make anything. Welcome to trading. The same story apply to the stocks and the Forex. You cannot be winner every day. But in the future trading, if you become disciplined and look at the market before you start auto trading, and like today we can see it was a little mixed market, and until now, look at this, the Nasdaq is still 1 minute is positive, 1 minute is negative. You see, and that is driving everyone crazy on the Nasdaq traders, because the ES is down, the whole market is down, and the Nasdaq is refusing to die. That's what as simple as that. And if we notice on the market analyzer, the Nasdaq has not really did a lot of money at the beginning when it was trending to the long side, but the ES has dragged the Nasdaq down, and that's why it was not a pretty picture earlier today, because the Nasdaq was very strong long, and the ES, you can see how troubled is the Nasdaq, because the ES always going to overwrite, very rare, So again, the ES, it is the main signal for the market, and by looking at the ES technical chart in the morning, you can analyze the whole market. Even if something like today, the Nasdaq is going on the other direction, it's gonna give in, So so always look at that chart. Look at your fibs. Look at the condition of that chart before you auto trading, and try to understand what's going on, and then start auto trading. You don't just get up from bed before you drink coffee, whatever takes you on in the morning. Take your shower, get fresh, clean up, and then sit fresh on NinjaTrader, feeling good. Watch this chart for 5 minutes, whether you are a professional trader or you are an amateur trader. Just P&L tomorrow, maybe there is no good P&L, so it doesn't matter. Try to observe what's going on in the market. Keep your eye on the first bar. This has now become irrelevant. Keep your eye on the first bar in the chart. Every day, 5 minutes. You don't need to pay anyone to teach you how to trade. 5 minutes a day. Try to where most likely this bar is going. The minute you start predicting the market direction, where is this bar most likely to come down to 43.08 as an example? Now you are easily can trade the DAX, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. When you are looking at this chart, and when you look at this market analyzer in the morning for 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, see the pressure in the market, see the momentum in the market. Once you see where is the pressure in the market, where is your fib line on the ES, where is a major fib line on the ES, that can predict your trading till 12 o'clock. By 12 o'clock you should be in and out and done with. And all what it requires, guys, 5 minutes. As we say, on a Friday, you can be working for a company 50 years to get to some kind of Chinese gold watch. Or you can sacrifice some time to learn, be consistent, and then it might take you 2 weeks. I just received a phone call from a guy. He said, do you think to be on a demo for 2 weeks? And I say, why 2 weeks? Take 1 month to go live. Take 2 weeks. Take 1 month. Take 2 months. You know, your software is not gonna, you don't have to put it in the refrigerator because they get, like a tomato gets sour after 2 weeks. No. You have to anyone to go live immediately until he understands the concept of trading, understand this technical chart. Anyone can turn on an auto trade, but look at this chart for 5 minutes, some 2 weeks, or it might take you 1 month. And if you are a new trader, it might take you 6 months. Why you are becoming consistent? Make it like a buffet table. All what you can eat takes for $9.95. You know, then you turn on your ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, whatever you want to do, and then you do it. But you become consistent. So, you don't just say how to turn on the auto trade, and this is it. Our job is not to just anyone 2 years old. You teach him how to turn on an auto trade, he will turn on an auto trade. But what we need to learn this first 5 minutes, because if you look at the technical chart on the first 5 minutes, you look at the market analyzer together for 5 minutes every morning, it is off your losses by 50% and your risk by 50%. Ignoring the market what it's telling you on a $200 bad trade is $50,000 a year out of the window. So this is a serious matter to look at the technical chart for 5 minutes every morning. That's all what I'm asking. 5 minutes every morning, look at the ES and look at your market analyzer to be in sequence, and then you hit the wall with it, and then whatever comes out of it, it comes out of it. But please do not turn on the auto trade all day long and close your eyes. You don't do that when you sit on a blackjack table. You cannot, even if you are auto trading. Now the market is finished. Now the market is dying. Whatever you made this morning moving, your auto trade does not make money. It loses money. Like an airplane. The airplane place is in the sky. If you put the airplane on the ground for a couple months, will die. The airplane, So the airplane place is on the sky. You cannot park it like a car, because if you park it like a car, in time, 1 month, 2 months, is a dying bird, So, and with the auto trade, because the market is saying from 10:59, I don't know, where is my clock? Now is 11:21. I lost my clock somewhere. I don't know. I cannot find it. Anyway, so the market now start dying. And when you keep your eye on the chart and you can see this market is only in one line, there is no use to keep auto trading. You go ahead and post the auto trade and you carry on. You come back in the afternoon or you close position, and then you come back if you still have the energy or you still want to tangle with the market. You come on the last analyzer, the chart, and if they are in sequence and it's trending, turn on the auto trade. You come back in the afternoon, you don't see that, you skip the afternoon. We have to be civilized with trading. We cannot just sit down and print money, and this is not real for those people telling you that you sit down and hours. You're just generating a lot of trades, but you are still going in the circle. As we see here, we've been going in the circle on the E. It's not doing anything. It's going a couple bars down, couple bars up. that is not good for auto trade. That will kill your auto trade, and that will kill your profit. In auto trade, there's plenty of money to be made. From here, the market start leveling up and now become a straight line. And now on the average is 43.15, a plus minus couple ticks. Once this market start leveling, there is no more trades. This is trending market. This is leveling up here, and this is not good for auto trading. So this is very important to now if we look on the technical chart, it's the same story. You can see how the ES was trending, making good money, and then it came into the 43.13, and from 43.15 plus minus, and now we are going in the circle. The market start leveling, and that means this is the beginning of the end for short trades. And as we said, between those two yellow lines, there is no more short trade between those two yellow lines. And this is exactly what happened. Between those two yellow lines, there is no more short trades, and vice versa. Between those two lines here, there is no more long trade. And that is, if you are auto trading, it's a time to call it off. And you know, guys, you have to be relaxed about it. You know, don't get nervous. Just distance yourself from the screen, and try to be more relaxed, and try to figure out this bar, where it's going. Take your time looking at it. Maybe the first day it sounds like rubbish to you, but the second day they start making sense. The third day, those numbers, they start talking to you. As you remember this number today, tomorrow you will see it. Oh, I remember that number. Now the charts start making sense to you, and then you can start understand the market movement. And don't seems like it seems like we're gonna go to the 25,000 on it. This is amazing. Now start crossing the 21,000, wondering if it's gonna go to 25. This is amazing. I think now it's about to close. This trade, yes, it's about to close. Very, very enjoyable trade, this one. And we are about to close that trade. There we go. We are one tick away. Okay. Okay, now it's done it. Okay. We went all the way above 21,000 and we closed at 16,000. That was one amazing trade, really. It was the trade for today. I always try to see which one is the best trade for today, and this one was the best trade for today. Folks, it was a very enjoyable day, a very easy day, and now it's finished. You see, you have the trend exhaustion, reverse on the trend exhaustion, and you have another signal telling you buy, and it is finished. It's gonna go up all the way to the 43.2850. If this market gonna go above the 43.2850, I strongly advise you, as long as this market below the 43.2850 for today, stay on short. If this market, thank you, Mike. If the market goes above 42.38, I strongly recommend to stop trading, because once this market gonna cross the 43.2850, you're gonna hit a big pile of mud in here. Anything above 43.2850, you're gonna dive in a big pile of mud, and God help if you don't know what you're doing. You're gonna be losing all your profit for today. So take my advice. I'm trying to help you. I don't want to challenge you. I have no bread to challenge anyone. I don't have the energy to challenge anyone. Just do whatever you want. But I strongly advise you, if this ES wanna cross the 43.28, push your handbrake, emergency brake, and fasten your seatbelt, because you're gonna go for a wild ride. As long as this market below the 43.28, stay on the short position. Once this market across, you're gonna kiss your profit goodbye. Whether you are a stock trader or a future trader, you're gonna bump into a lot of problems. Take my advice, or if you want it, do whatever you want. It's your money. Folks, it's been a pleasure serving every one of you, and we will